Hi, my name is CJ, and this is a video about how I manage working with polls in Zoom. So there's a basic polling feature that's built into Zoom. Zoom's website has some great videos that will explain to you how that works, but it's available from polling right at the very bottom. But I find it's a little bit basic when I'm teaching with it because it just allows single choice or multiple choice questions to be set up for students to respond to. And I'd like a little bit more robust choices. So for example, I want to be able to ask open-ended questions, which I could do in Zoom through chat, but I want to be able to ask open-ended questions and let students respond anonymously. Or maybe things like use a word cloud, something like that. So I'm going to talk to you about how I've been making use of a separate product called Polleverywhere to be able to manage that. So Polleverywhere, it's a separate site, like it's a separate application, I guess, that I've made use of. And basically, before starting this video, I've done a few things. First, I've gone to the polleverywhere.com website and I've created an account as a presenter. So I've gone in and said that I'm a presenter and set up an account. I've then done one more thing where I've gone to this particular website, polleverywhere.com/app, and I've downloaded and installed the Polleverywhere app for PowerPoint. And you might need admin privileges on your computer to be able to do that, but that will set up this app that's going to make this work nice and smoothly. Okay, so with those two things already in place, what I'm going to be able to do is create polls using Polleverywhere and embed them directly into my PowerPoint slides. Okay, so I don't have to worry about switching apps and changing around to be able to do the polling. So the way that this will work is while I'm building my PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to go to Polleverywhere, the app that I've got installed, and I'm going to need to log in to my account. In my password. And once I'm there, I'm now going to choose to build a different kind of activity. So I'll say I'd like to make a new activity. There's lots of different choices that are in here, but the specific problem I came looking for was how to do open-ended questions. Okay, so let's say I'm going to choose an open-ended question here. And it creates it for me, but I'm going to make some edits to it. Okay, so first I'll actually give a title to what the open-ended question is. So, so here's my example, open-ended question. And I can decide what do I want students to be able to do. So can they change their answers? Do I have a limited number of answers per student? Anonymous participation, I think this one's huge. I'm going to turn this on. So I'm saying that I want students to be able to respond anonymously, so they're not going to be embarrassed if they get the answers incorrect. And I'm going to choose to save it. Once I've saved it, and remember I'm working in this Polleverywhere app, I'm now going to say Insert Slides, and it's going to, with a little bit of magic, put something special directly into my PowerPoint. And so this is now a new slide in my PowerPoint presentation. So when I'm giving the presentation to students, it's going to automatically get ready to do that poll. Okay, so I'd now like to show you, once I've got this created, I'm now going to show you how I would use this when I'm inside of Zoom. So here I am back in a Zoom session. And so like I would normally do, I would say that I want to share my screen and I would share my PowerPoint presentation. And usually with that, I would then use the normal PowerPoint slideshow. So I'd start a PowerPoint slideshow. And then I'd give my presentation as usual. And then when I get to the slide in my PowerPoint show where it actually is my Polleverywhere that comes up, you'll see it sort of starts to load. And there's a little kind of fiddly trick. Up in the top right-hand corner, I have to click up in that top right-hand corner and I'll get this menu that comes up. Okay, this then allows me to activate my poll. Okay, so I need to make this poll live or activated so it's ready to go. And now the students can go to pollev.com/ and then this is just part of my username. You can change this when you set up your account as you wish. Usually it's going to be easier to just share that in the chat with students. So you can see I've just put it into the chat so students can click on it as they go. And now I'm in my Zoom presentation. I'm now waiting for students to respond. So to see how that works, just from my phone, I'm going to go to that full address. And when I get in there, I can decide as to, I don't have to put my name in. I can just skip putting my name in. And now I can make my response. So here's my example reply is what I've just put in. As soon as I hit submit from my phone, so I'm kind of pretending to be a student from here, you'll see that it comes up automatically in this sort of Polleverywhere thing that's in my PowerPoint slide. So I can keep leaving that open, and it will keep collecting responses from students as I go. And when I'm done with that, I can come up to that top right-hand corner, and I can turn off the activate. So it's no longer accepting answers at that point. And it's done a really nice job of sort of showing me, or got the ability to collect open-ended responses from my students. Now, I'll stop my sharing here, and I think you'll find that Polleverywhere does a lot of different kinds of options. Word clouds are gorgeous in there, and then there's also lots of other sort of question and answer type templates and questions. So go in there and experiment, and hopefully you enjoy a little more flexibility with polls.